Hello guys. Yeah, sorry you're not seeing me as much recently, but yeah, a lot has been happening in my personal life. Just like personally, going through a lot of existential crises, healings and stuff, and just a lot of things I'm covering. And also as I'm approaching my 36th birthday tomorrow. So I feel like getting so close to your 40s, and I feel like the saying of like your life starts at 40. So I feel like there's a lot of things at the moment culminating in my life, and a lot of things that are coming into the light, and a lot of understandings and a lot of aha moments, a lot of slaps from reality, and just moments of like, oh shit, which also made me realize that I have a genuinely, amazing imagination. So I'm going to start writing my novels instead of just investing my ever so big fucking loving heart into people who don't know how to handle me. So I would rather, I'm going to start writing all about it, because I feel like, the person that I love in my heart, and it's just a imagination of something that, or somebody, or a soul that hasn't incarnated in this life. So I feel like my soulmate isn't here in this lifetime, so I'm going to start writing. So coming back to that, you might be seeing a little bit less of my tarot for the next coming few weeks. I'm going to restart again back properly from September, but I feel like I need a little bit of time to myself with a pen and paper, and I want to start writing a little bit more. So yeah, just in case you don't see me, I am busy doing other things. And in the meantime, let's get you a message. Let's get you a message. And also, we're having a powerful lunar eclipse. Full moon with an eclipse. Is that true? Am I being right? But yeah, I could see it already yesterday, and the energy of it is very strong as well. And also having sun in a Virgo, and with a moon in Pisces, full moon in Pisces, is always very strong. Like, there's this feeling of like you can't hide away from certain feelings and certain emotions. Funny enough, we have High Priestess coming out as a first card as I'm talking about the full moon in Pisces. This is Pisces energy. This is the empathy. This is the ever-flowing intuition. This is the connectedness, fluidness of life. And also I feel, looking at like specifically grabbing this deck as well, the star crossing over that moon as well, and this light is very important. So I feel specifically for a lot of you guys, especially if you do have placements in Virgo or Pisces, you might feel yourself to be strongly affected, and it might be part of like you not wanting to hide away anymore from things that you need to sort out in order to reach this 10 of Cups, in order to reach this total emotional fulfillment and happiness, which I feel, with the High Priestess, because you're also very highly intuitive, and a lot of times whoever I'm speaking here to, like, you're the type of person that in one way you have this intuition, but also in the same time you're denying yourself to fully follow it through, and if you do, like with this 10 of Cups, like, you're going to lead yourself home, you're going to lead yourself to a happy place. I've got a tower on the bottom though. So I feel with this, and especially like I'm mentioning this full moon, I feel something's going to come crumbling down. Maybe not like in like a literal sense, but I feel there might be like a crush to what you believed was true. Like, something's going to be crumbling. But this is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing. This is for good, what I'm being told. This is the good tower moments. Yeah, I think tower just fell out on the floor as well. No, tower's here, but what else? What could that look like? Oh no, that's 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, something has to fall, so then you can rebuild something new. And I also, with these Pentacles being on top of this, on top of his head, I feel like, this refers to you rebuilding everything again with protection. Yeah, like looking at these wolves around with the full protection of your spirit, guys. That's also very important. And I feel like this is going to so coming back to this intuition of yours and this tower moment in here. So I feel you might have been what's the word for it, very comfortable in living in like some kind of bubble, 444 on my timer. Or maybe you were so, yeah, with this number 3, you were so bounded to this 3D. But I feel like this is exactly what's going to crumble. This little comfortable bubble that you had around yourself, or maybe you thought you did. Yeah, can you see actually? This pentacles are inside of a bubble. So I feel like, you know, you might have find yourself to be stuck in that 3D bubble. And also some of you, I'm kind of feeling with this wolf's energy around here. So you might have, some of you actually might have or might have had, and this is what's going to be falling apart. You might have some people around you who don't wish you well, or people who are, what's coming first, they don't want to lose you from their life, so they don't want you to sort of find anybody. That is also strange. There's some of you in here, like, you know, you've got a very strong friendship circle. Something about the number 3 as well is quite significant. So maybe there's like a circle, you've got 3 friends, or you make like a circle of 3 friends, and it feels like it's a very tight-knit circle. But I feel for some of you, this is something that is actually stopping you from fully unlocking your gifts and your talent, because I feel like in some way you don't want to outshine your friends, or you don't want to look different to them. You don't want to stand out, even though you do. Like, you know, your energy, your presence, you know, you stand out whether you fucking like it or not. And I feel this is exactly this crumble moment of you needing to stand tall and stand strong, and don't worry yourself too much, because if they are your real friends, they're going to stick by you. If they are your real kind of family, if they are people who wish you well and mean well for you, they will stick by you, no matter what sort of, because I feel like you're evolving, you're going to be evolving. And like I said, some people might not like it. The closest people to you might not like that about you when they see you changing. There's a hermit on the bottom. So I feel you might be at the moment craving a little bit more personal space. So yeah, this is definitely the reading for those of you who do very often, who have, like I said, some kind of circle of friends that you do spend a significant amount of time with. And I feel like, you know, in some way, I'm not saying that this is like a toxic friendship or a bad friendship. It's just more of a sort of thingy of, you know, being in that comfort zone and, you know, just staying on some kind of a one level, not wanting to, not wanting to make people feel intimidated by what I've just heard. Strength and the Fool. So this is you, yeah, with that strength. So this is you needing that courage to move towards your true desires. And this wolf in the background, like howling. So I feel this refers to you truly speaking up, like truly speaking up and truly owning your truth. And not being afraid. You're looking at this rabbit hair as well. So I feel this might be precisely your energy a little bit right now. Like you might be like, ooh, shaking a little bit. It's like, what do I do? What the fuck do I do? Even though you are a very strong person. And I feel looking at that heart. So heart chakra, this is your strongest part as well. You've got a very big loving heart. And I feel this is precisely the reason for you not wanting to change anything or being worried a little bit that if you do move in a different direction, or if you do start to work with your gifts, or maybe there's something about you really waking up to it and really wanting to work with it, but at the same time shying away from it, maybe out of fear of being judged by your closest circle that you find to be very important to you. But yeah, having that strength, yet again looking at it, and this Fool. So I feel like, you know, you are at the precipice of this new beginning, and it's like what they're telling me as well, don't let the fear stop you, and whatever you, hold on, Page of Wands. So yeah, this is the desires and this like readiness as well for you to move towards this new direction. You know there's something awaiting you, and you know there's something that you need to do. Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's this passion, there's this new passion, and like I feel like, yeah, you're ready to, like, you are really fired up about something. Justice, Four of Swords, Ten of Swords. So I feel like this is the release when it comes to some kind of difficult chapter that you were ending. And you might be coming out right now out of this period of hibernation or this period of rest. And with this justice, like with this open wings in here. So I feel like this is that good karma coming back around, and also this truth that we've been speaking at the beginning of this message, and you needing to, oh my god, look, we started, we're gonna finish it here. So first card, the High Priestess. Look at the bat in here, like, you know, hanging upside down. And then we have a Justice card, when the bat's awakened and is in its full glory. And I feel like this is you, and this is what's going to happen to you once you accept your gifts and once you learn to work with them, and not be afraid as well of this new chapter that you know is something that might be even currently forming. Yeah, this Page of Wands is still here, so something might be currently forming in your life, and you know, which might be giving you slight anxiety, or you might want to retreat back into your own cave. But I feel like, hold on, let me just get one more card. Yeah, Hierophant. But I feel like there's something happening. Five of Swords, yeah, in this Page of Wands. So with this Hierophant, which is obviously the card of higher power, higher education, connectedness to the universe, and also, you know, spiritual teacher. And commitment to your own values and to yourself. Five of Swords with the Page of Wands. So this is you fighting here with this Five of Swords with yourself. You're fighting a little bit here with yourself and with what you truly want and with what you truly desire. Like there's this big energy in here of like wanting to stay in that comfort zone and wanting to hide away, like with this Four of Swords. But at the same time, like with the Ten of Swords, there's this feeling of like having enough of something here, like, you know, this certain weight that you've been carrying on your shoulders. And I feel this weight has a lot to do with hiding who you truly are, or expressing yourself as you truly are. You might be a very shy person, you might be an introvert as well, you might suffer with social anxiety, you might be autistic as well, what's coming through. So this might be the reasons, like, you know, that's why you're carrying all this weight. You might be afraid of, you know, repeating the pattern. You might be afraid of doing something wrong again and getting hurt. But I feel, and let me tell you, we're going to finish it here. Like, you know, with this Page of Wands, so this is that readiness that is waking up within you. And with this Hierophant and this High Priestess, like, you know, you know deep inside, like, you know, you feel it. You feel the connectedness to everything. And there's the moon on the bottom. So this is this illusions that you allowing yourself to live in. And also I feel like this full moon might be significant for you as well, in terms of like really opening up your eyes to the truth. So when it comes to this energy, especially work with it, like, you know, really work with it in terms of like just allow it, release. And this is also because full moons are always big about release. So release everything that doesn't serve you and welcome your power and express your strength with pride, with joy, with freedom as well. There's like this feeling of like, you know, you by not allowing yourself to be truly who you are and living as you want to live, you know, you are restraining yourself. And I feel like, you know, you're ready to really open that wings and really fly. And I feel like this is in terms of energy, like, you know, of somebody who is energetically a little bit stuck. And I feel, and the only reason you are stuck is because like, oh my God, what I'm kind of hearing, hold on. It's like this, I feel like this person who, you know, does a lot for everybody, who is very caring, who is very, carries a lot of empathy about them. And obviously that in itself is a big gift, having that empathy and having that love and care. And I feel like, you know, you don't understand how big of a gift that is in itself, to have that big loving heart, to have that strong heart like you do. So yeah, coming back to, so I'm seeing like this person of like, you know, saying to themselves, it's like, oh yeah, I'm not that, you know, big of a deal. I am not that great. Or, you know, somebody who carries that massive energy that everybody else can see, but they can't see it themselves. And I feel with this full moon, this is the time for those of you who have been living in that darkness and in that shadow and in that denial a little bit. You're gonna get this clarity, and you're going to finally be able to see yourself. Like, you're gonna see yourself as everybody else is seeing you right now. And you're going to finally see that fucking greatness about yourself. And you're going to move forward. And you're going to achieve. And you're going to get there. You're going to get to your place. You're going to... And there's also like this family. So I feel like, you know, a lot of you in here, like, you know, you're craving that family and you're going to have it. But open up to your fucking gifts and own them. Okay. Love you. Bye.